Welcome guys to my video for exercise number 4 for this chapter. Today I will be helping you to go through this exercise, and I really hope that everything that I share with you will be able to understand. So the exercise starts saying, in its first year of operations, Wellhorse CEO recognized $29,500 in service revenue, 8,100 of which was on account and is still outstanding at year end. The remaining 21,400 was received in cash from customers. The company incurred operating expenses of 18,800. Of these expenses, 13,730 were paid in cash. 5,070 was still owed on account at year end. And then in addition, Wellhorse prepaid 2,610 for insurance coverage that will not be used until the second year of operations. And the first thing that it asks us to do is to calculate the first year's net earnings under the cash basis of accounting and the first year's net earnings under the accrual basis of accounting. So I have opened up Excel so that we can start writing down some values. We have service revenue, operating expenses, prepaid insurance, and then we're going to calculate right here the net earnings. So for service revenue, it tells us that $29,500 are taken into consideration for revenue, but only 21,400 are cash, and the rest 8,100 dollars it's on account. And operating expenses, it says that it's $8,800 and $13,730 is on cash. 5,070 is on account. And then right here, I'm going to write down the prepaid insurance, $2,610 that we will be using later. And now we're just going to start with the calculations. And the first calculation that I'm going to do is going to be the accrual basis calculation, because this one is the easiest one to calculate. We have to remember that accrual basis accounting is any transactions that change a company's financial statements and are recognized in the periods in which the events occur, even if cash is not exchanged. So for this one, revenues and expenses, we are just going to record the full amount for expenses and revenues that we have right here. So revenues will equal cash and on account amounts, which gives me the same amount here as I have in service revenue. And the expenses, I'm just going to put cash plus the amount I have on account will be the same as I have in operating expenses. To find the net earnings, which we know that it's revenue minus expenses, which gives me an amount, of $10,700. And now we're going to go to the cash basis calculation. And we have to remember that the cash basis calculation, it's only to record revenue at the time that the company receives cash. So basically, the amounts that we're going to um, write down here are the amounts here that we have with cash, because that's the only thing that we have already received. So revenues will be the amount of $21,400. But then in expenses, we have this tricky part in which we are going to add the cash plus prepaid insurance. And the reason why um, we have to add these two values is because prepaid insurance, even though um, we're going to start using that insurance uh, for the second year of operations, we have already paid for this amount in cash. And that will count as an expense at the time that we have paid for the prepaid insurance. So we have to add these two values right here, cash expenses and the prepaid insurance, even though we are not using that for the next, until the next year of operations. But on the other hand, here on expenses for the actual basis, we don't use this one because we will not be using these until the second year of operations, and that's when you will record that. But anyway, so continuing with the cash basis accounting, what we have to do now is just to do the calculation. So revenues minus expenses, and it will give you the answer of 5,060 dollars. And when we go to the answers, you can see that net income for cash basis is 5,060 and actual basis is 10,700, just as we had here on our calculated Excel sheet. And then with the second part, it says which basis of accounting provides more useful information for decision makers, and it's going to be the accrual basis. And this is because the cash basis of accounting is not in accordance with the general accounting standards. So with the accrual basis, we're going to have up-to-date information in our financial statements. So this is all, guys. I really hope that you understand. Let me know if you have any questions. And also, if you have any comments about anything of the exercise, if you want to make it clear, just go ahead and comment below so that the other people that watch this video can understand and they can do their homework too. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that everything goes well.